Welcome to Choose Happy Learning. Now we are going to see about predict cost. What are all the things related to cost and cost management in Azure? Okay, let's get into the topic. So, what are the first we'll see what are the payment methods, how we are categorizing the cost. Okay, first is pay as you go. We all know that. So how much resources we are using, we'll pay accordingly. Okay, that's pay as you go. And for this we can just have a credit card and log into the account and use the resources how much we use. For that we'll pay, that's it. Then enterprise level is something like it's not like just we are going and logging in as a user with a credit card. It's something high. It's like an organization level, enterprise level, so that will be somewhat different. The cost will vary accordingly. And like free account, so free account, we're also having free account. You can view my upcoming videos for how to log in the free account. So in that we have 30 days of free trial. We can use how much resources we want, and it will not be there will be no cost for that. And I'll let you know the procedures in next video. Okay, so what are all the factors that increases the cost? Let's see. What may be the factors? Like the factors are the type of resources we use. That are also and factors for cost. And location, region. It varies from region to region. It is not like in this region the cost will be around some this many dollars per month, and in next region it will vary. So according to the region the cost varies. And also like tire, what is mean by tire? Means okay, let me explain it with a real time scenario. When we are using some virtual machines, the data, we have three options to store: cool tire, hot tire, and archive tire. Cool tire means the data which will be stored, and which is not used more frequently, that can be stored in cool tire, so that if we want we can retrieve the data. So the cost will be low, but the retrieving cost will be somewhat high. Hot tire means the data which will be frequently used will be stored in hot tire. Archive tire, with the name itself you can understand. So the data which will not be used now and it will be used later, so that kind of data will be kept in archive storage. So depending on that also cost varies. And next, here are some things where you could reduce the cost. So reserved instances. Okay, in some cases the thing may be like, if I am going to use these many instances, like I am damn sure that this company needs some 100 instances for per month, or it will be necessary. That cases, instead of going to pay as you go, we can go to reserved instance. That why? Because if I'm going to use it, the amount will be reduced. So we can in a particular situation, if there is a requirement, you can go with reserved instances. Auto shutdown. Okay, what is mean by auto shutdown? So that will be done for dev missions. Even okay, in some real time scenarios, like dev means, what is mean by dev? Developers. So there are some developers. We are having some, even an organization will have some missions allocated for developing team. That time we all know that they might work, okay, maybe from morning 8 o'clock to 11 or 12 o'clock. After that, why should the machine be running? That's waste of cost. So that time what they'll do, no, they'll shut down the machine automatically. Just shut down the machine. They'll give timing like night 8 to morning 8, the machine should be shut down. And if it's done, the resources will not get wasted, so the cost will be obviously reduced. So then licensing cost. Actually there are licensing costs for Windows or Linux. So while you are using cloud, we'll get those benefits of licensing cost. And also for SQL licensing, there are some categories in cloud. Then okay, how will we measure this, or how can we predict, or something like calculating the cost? Okay, it's like TCO. First thing, what is meant by TCO? It's total cost of ownership. okay, now I'm in a company and they are using some on premises. On premises means their own data center, their own hardware, their own servers. That time what happens, they are planning to move those resources to cloud. That time they need to calculate what will be the advantage or cost variation. So that time they can use this TCO. And okay, while I'm calculating, can I calculate like, okay, in cloud I'm paying some $10 per month, and if I buy those servers and all kind of stuffs, it will be some $100 maybe. If I calculate in such way, okay, then 10 months I'll get the amount of the devices and no cost. No, not so. We are having additional costs. What are they? Actually, not only the cost is not only the cost of the physical missions, but also the cost of maintenance. We need missions a place, and missions maintenance, licensing, then air cooling, electricity, internet, then security. So obviously everything comes, we need to calculate it accordingly. If we calculate, cloud will be somewhat the cost will be low. So we can calculate like, okay, I'm going to buy these many servers, how much will be the cost in the self hosted environment, and how much will be the cost in cloud. So we can compare those costs using this TCO. Then okay, inside Azure, what are all the options available? Azure Advisor. Actually, okay, let me show it in a practical way in the upcoming sessions. But now, for now, Azure Advisor, just imagine a page, a screen will be available there. Not only cost, there are many advice. This gives us like availability, then security, performance, operations, and on cost. It gives us a table like a chart to validate where and all you are lagging, and where you can reduce the cost or increase the performance or increase the availability. Those situations like in Azure Advisor, I'll go to the cost management there, and that tab I'll see which are all the missions which is not at all used for a month, and it's waste, and the cost is going like here, the cost is high and it can be reduced. That regions we can actually pinpoint that particular resource, and we can reduce it. Okay, then Azure management, it is also an I'll show it in a practical way in upcoming sessions. But still, for now, if I am going to, for an example, pay as you go, that time in billing you can go to the, you can fix some budgets and see. Thank you. Happy learning.